Sunny Milton Keynes, everyone. Great backdrop. You've seen this. Check this out. Colonel Sanders in the background. So, right, what's the plan for today? We've got Martin, who's coming on again as a guest. He's got he still has. It's his girlfriend's car, the RS3 wrapped orange. You might have seen it on our channel. We'll put a thing up here so you can click on it. And that was when it beat Adam's M2. We did a rolling race, didn't we?
Well, hang on. It didn't beat my M2.
It did beat the M2.
It didn't beat it. So today we've got Martin back. He's quite famous because he was on our channel last year, and he's literally blown up ever since.
He went from 6 followers on Instagram to 26,000.
Yeah.
But today he has gone to the Italian side instead of German. There he is. There he is.
He's gone past.
And it's like, the red's very different. I prefer that to be a bit more of a cherry red.
I really like the red. I'm actually excited about it today because I really like the car that he's got.
It's a Giulia.
And to be fair, I would get one next. If I had the money, I would get one of those next. Yes, I would.
Why are we whispering? I don't know. Because he's here.
Look. There he is.
Let's open the door.
There he is.
Oh.
Get him.
Get him. Sick him.
Get him.
Look at him.
Look at that.
Oh, mate, looks good.
That is a beauty. There he is, the man himself.
Nice and clean. Get the Quadrifoglio badge in. Your beard looks so good. Can't see. I'm good, mate. How you good? This looks amazing.
That is a beauty. Which one do you prefer?
I prefer this for excitement, but the Audi for the looks.
This looks so nice. I want one.
Stopping. No, I ain't stopping. I'm just getting started. Let's go. My skin is pale, but I'm a black sheep. Riding through the city, Satan in the backseat. Hey, yo, that's me. I run it like a track meet. A rap fiend. I set the bar high like an athlete. Step in the booth and Zach on drop that 808.
We've got a guest coming back on the show. You may have seen him before, Martin. His Instagram is _RS3. He's got that orange RS3, gorgeous wrap. But today we have the Alfa Romeo Giulia QUADRIFOGLIO. Martin, join me. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, good, thank you.
This is a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, had to change up a little bit, something different to go alongside the Audi, so...
Pretty good. Right, this is incredible. Let's jump in and let's take me out for a spin so I can see what it's about. So Martin, first of all, my first question, and what I'm sure most people want to know, is why did you choose this?
So, obviously with the RS3, it was nice having a bit of speed and a bit of power.
Yeah.
Before I had the Vela, we did look at these, but back in 2019, the rear seats had 2 belts.
Okay.
3 kids, 4 kids every weekend, it just wasn't practical. So, went down the sensible route. Then noticed 6 months later after getting the Vela, they updated it and had 3 belts. So yeah, it's been an itch to scratch since then. Obviously not sure what's going on with internal combustion engines going forward. So this could be the last one for a good couple of years. I might as well go out with a bit of a bang and have something a bit more fun.
This is a 21 plate, wasn't it? September, 3 months old. How many miles you've done on this?
2,500 now.
2,500, so it's brand spanking new. It looks incredible. Does this just talk me through the emotions when you drive this car? Is it just absolutely love it? It's the best car you've driven so far?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's hard not to keep flooring it because of the noise and just the excitement of it. I think as an all-rounder though, I think it's good for the size for the family, get the kids in the back. But then you've got the other side to it where it's fun, it's energetic.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is the best car I've driven. Like I did look at the RS4 and the RS6, but again, I think having an Audi already, it was just nice to have something a little bit different, really.
How different is it driving this car compared to the RS3? Because you use that a lot for shows and...
Yeah, they're night and day, completely. The RS3, I always say, is a safe option.
Safe, okay.
You know that you can get the power down without any worries. This keeps you on your toes because with the coarser tyres, British winter, they're not a good mix, but it keeps you on your toes for the rear end stepping out. So
this is rear wheel drive, and the obviously RS3's full quattro. Oh, you can feel that. I could feel that already. That wasn't even doing much.
No.
And that's just already kind of fishtailing out.
Yeah, so the Pirelli Corsas are great tyres for the summer and track, but 5 degrees in the UK winter, a bit damp, Yeah,
You've got to check yourself before you start doing the country lanes.
Yeah, very much so.
So let's talk about some stats. So 503 brake horsepower.
Yep.
So over 500 brake horsepower in the saloon. It's got a 2.9 V6, 600 newton meters of torque, and 0 to 62 in 3.9 seconds. Like what you said, Italian time.
Yeah, if you can get the power down through the rear wheels, then yeah, potentially.
So does it feel a lot quicker off the line than the RS3?
No, the RS3 will launch quicker,
Yeah.
being the Quattro. I think if it's a rolling race, I think this would be a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a launch, you can't really beat the RS3 or the Audi Quattro, really.
What's the handling like with this? I know you said about the tyres at the moment, but what?
Yeah, I think the handling's there or thereabouts. I think they designed a 50-50 weight distribution, and you
Yeah.
can feel that. Yeah, it does handle really well. You can get the power down, you've got the grip there. I mean, obviously I'm in dynamic mode at the moment,
Yeah.
so that means that the shocks are a bit stiffer.
Yeah.
You can bung it down to sort of their N for DNA, and it drops the sort of power down slightly, the springs are softer, and you can use it as a nice daily.
Does the steering change much? Does it go a
Yeah,
bit
it goes a bit
lighter?
lighter, a little bit less interactive, but yeah, put it into dynamic mode, and yeah, I think with the Audi, if you push it, it feels the same as if you're just cruising, whereas if I cruise and then I
Yeah.
want to push this, then you can tell the difference between them, which is nice.
And what is the A? What auto?
Automatic? No, it's their
I don't know what the
sort
A
of
was.
eco mode, so it drops it down to.
Okay.
So if you're on a motorway, 7th gear, it drop it down to 3 cylinders, reduces all the power. So again, it's more your winter mode and
Yeah.
just comfy cruise mode, really.
Okay, so we've jumped out of the car because let's be honest, one of the key things of this Giulia Quadrifoglio is the way it looks. It's absolutely stunning, it's gorgeous. So Martin, I want you to walk us around this beautiful car and tell us some of your favourite features.
Yes, I think they're quite subtle. I think
Yeah.
the bonnet scoops are not too in your face, but again, you can tell very quickly if it's a standard Giulia or a Quadrifoglio.
Yeah.
The addition of the carbon fins down the side, the way they sort of follow the shape of the car, I think it just gives you that sort of ladies shape. It's probably the way
Which
to explain hips.
we all love, sure. No, it does make the car come out wider, I like that.
Yep, I think things like you can obviously the Quadrifoglio badge, just iconic with Alfa and the performance cars. You can't really say no. And yeah, I think the 5-hole alloys, I think it's just iconic to Alfa as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think round to the rear, I think the rear.
Is this the best? Is this the best look? What
I
do we
do like
think?
this. I think the rear diffuser, it's big, but it is actually proper. It is a real diffuser. You've got the aero from each side of the bumper, and it's completely flat underneath the car as well.
Oh, I love
with
it. These
additional
are
aero.
like massive fins taken off of Italian sharks. That's a true story.
Yeah.
No, they look massive, and they do
Yeah.
look meaty in this carbon
Yeah,
fibre
and,
spoiler.
and the offset of the exhaust as well. I was a bit unsure when I first saw it years and years ago, but I think just it's an Alfa now with the offset pipes.
Yeah, it looks so aggressive and chunky, doesn't it, at the back?
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't like?
Good question. From a looks point of view, no. I think, like I mentioned, the exhaust flap frustrates me a little
Yeah.
bit. Personally, I think the red calipers, I think because it's red on red,
Yeah.
personally if I would, and I will get them done yellow at some point just to sort of make them pop a bit more. But no, I think the only thing I don't like, well I do like it, is the active aero, because it's active. I can't automatically get it out, so I can't
Yeah.
clean it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
you
bit
need to
frustrating.
want to get it out so you can clean it, don't you?
Yeah.
You need a little button there. And there's like a weird little, get a close up of this. This is a weird little dimple. Normally you'd see a bigger sort of indentation there, because you look at it and you go, is that a dent? But actually it's for your thumb. So it's kind of a little inclusion there, I like that. So I'm very lucky because Martin's let me have a little go in the driver's seat. It's a bit dangerous, isn't it? But I
Yeah, should be fine.
can't wait to give it a little bit of a whirl. I love these paddles. Right, let's get going then. Natural power, there when you need it. Just feel like the man driving this. So yeah, I kind of want an Alfa now. I'm a massive Audi fanboy. I mean, obviously you love Audi as well, but I guess this just feels a little bit.
A little bit more special, a little bit different.
Yeah, do you know what? A little bit more exotic. Oh my gosh! Just wanted to give it a little bit of a lead foot there.
Has to be done.
This is incredible. It cabin's nice. It feels really comfortable as well, to be fair. Good lateral support.
I said I've done a 2.5 hour drive down to sort of Reading and Newbury down to the south coast, and yeah, got out feeling comfortable. It supports enough, but
Yeah.
doesn't hold in the wrong place, which is good. It's got the cruise control. Can't remember what you call it now, where you sort of adaptive control.
Yeah.
That will just brake randomly sometimes.
Oh really? Okay.
Not harshly, but you can just, especially at night, you can see the rear brake light come on. But yeah, a couple of little things like that, but it's nothing to put me off.
But no, I really appreciate you letting me have a go, Martin.
Yeah, no problem at all.
I see it's like wincing on this face, like, oh God, please.
I'm actually enjoying seeing the carbon weave on the bonnet. It's always nice seeing
it's cool, isn't it? And I can't wait to see on the GoPro the adaptive splitter pop out. Oh, it does feel good, doesn't it? The noise is so good as well. And with the gearbox with this thing compared, because you've got, this is all automatic gearbox comparison to your RS3.
Yeah, just as quick, just as good. I think it might even be a little bit quicker than the RS3, to be honest, when it wants to change and especially downshifting. I think the Audi could be a little bit sluggish. Yeah. Downshifting, whereas this can be pretty quick. I think when you change to the paddles, I don't know if it's just because you've got the metal paddles that are on the column, it just feels quicker. Do
you know what? We've got to talk about the paddles, because I think that's one of my favourite paddles on a car. Column mounted, big, aluminium, big plus and minus sign, really simplistic, just a great feature. Sometimes Audi don't have the best paddles.
No, we've put paddle extensions on the Audi ones because they are so small, literally height just behind them in spokes on the wheel, and they're just a bit lost. So we added the paddle extensions on there just to give it a bit more. But yeah, I prefer the paddles on here because you know exactly where they are, what position the wheel's in as well, which is nice.
Is that the button in the middle? That's the dampers, right?
Yeah, so when it's in dynamic, with it lit up, it means the suspension is stiffer.
Right.
So I can actually turn that off and actually have the more comfort suspension, but with the added sort of power and...
Yeah, so it's very similar to the Stelvio Quadrifoglio that we reviewed, which was great. So there's a number of options you've got there, and the dampers, and then you've got the race mode, which you have to turn and hold, don't you, to light it up. It's not, all the others, like you flick the wheel and it just clicks on, but the race mode, you have to sort of hold it. Sort of, I guess like a bit of suspense they've built up. I don't know if they've done that by accident, but it's actually quite a cool...
I think it's more because when it's in race mode, it turns off all traction control, stability control is off. Yeah. So I think if you accidentally just knock the knob and put it into race mode, it could get a bit interesting.
So this is completely stock. There's no mods on it at the moment. Like, you don't really need it, to be honest. But if I'm looking at your Audi RS3, Martin, you have like literally turned that thing into something else, like with the mods. So are you thinking about any mods for this?
I think there's a couple of little things I may look into. So one is an OBD pull adapter, just so I can have the flaps open in all modes, because at the moment the exhaust flaps are only open in race mode, which is fun, but this time of year can be a bit risky.
Sure.
Looking at potentially stage 1 at some point. I think
a 504 brake horsepower not enough?
It just adds a little bit more. I think it helps with the noise, but yeah, that could then put it to around 610, which is crazy for a saloon, and that's just a map, no hardware.
So how much does it pump it up by?
About 100 brake.
So that's going to be more than the GTA then, because the GTA is like 534 brake or something. I remember it adds about 30 brake to the GTA, the TAM. So then you're going to have you're making it
potentially
faster than that, right? Okay. If you don't know, the car is really well balanced and super light. The roof is carbon fibre, all carbon fibre. The bonnet is all carbon fibre. It's so light when we were slamming it down earlier, and there's no other. The doors are like aluminium, aren't they? Yeah. We were chatting about. So does the balance feel a lot better in comparison to the Audi RS3? I'm guessing this is lighter, a lot lighter, right?
I think they're quite similar. I think Alfa state this is the lightest saloon car on the market. I think it's like 1580 kilos.
Plus you've got air suspension on yours, hasn't it? That adds a bit.
Yeah, so I think it's always a tough one. I think this, on a track, this would be really good. Yeah. Country roads, I'd probably go towards more the RS3 just because of the Quattro. You've got that sort of added bit of security. Yeah.
Do you know what? It's interesting because on the UK country roads, you have to check yourself when you're in cars like this, because they want to go, but you need a track. You need a track, you need that wide space, because sometimes it's not always you, it's other people on the road coming the other way. You don't know what they're going to do. And the Audi, you know, having four-wheel drive, definitely in the winter, helps and gives you, you know, makes you feel a lot safer. 480 litres of boot space. If you're wondering about the boot space, you're thinking for a saloon with a little bit of for a family, maybe you want a performance car. This is cool. Like you said, about 1,000 registered in the UK, so they're rare, they're unique. So if you're someone who's got a bit of something about you, a bit of personality, you want to stand out, and you're cool like Martin, you've got a majestic beard, then Alfa Romeo, you might be looking to get one of these. When it comes to servicing and stuff, Martin, one person might say, well, where are you going to take it? Because where are the Alfa dealerships compared, you know, there's loads of German dealerships. Where's the Alfa dealerships?
Yeah, so we've got one in Bedford, so that's not too far away. Obviously, we're in between Milton Keynes and Bedford, so it's quite handy. Again, planning is not too bad. There's some specialist ones around. I think when I did get the car, I actually got one of the Alfa Romeo service packs. I think it's cost me £300 or £400 for 3 years servicing.
Okay, that's all right.
So yeah, I mean, I'd spend that on one service for the Vela, so I've now got 3 years worth of servicing.
You've got to be honest, that V6, is it fair to say that's the best sounding V6 out there? Like, it's so good. I remember it from the Stelvio Quadrifoglio. It was just so like meaty, and it just sounds like incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I love the sound of it. I think you can get a Parkovich exhaust, which takes it to a completely different level as well.
Yeah.
But for a stock exhaust, a stock engine system, yeah, it sounds great.
Exactly. Right, let's have a listen to the V6 Giulia Quadrifoglio. Oh! Can we get a crackle? Can we get a crackle? Oh, there we go. Tell me about that. So Adam's in the back, and I'm sure he's big. I'm sure he's been in bigger spaces. So let's throw it back to him and see what he thinks about the rear space. Ad?
So I'm in the rear space of the Alfa, and I can say, like, I fit quite well because I'm quite a small guy, but I think if you're taller than me, you're going to have a bit of difficulties, to be honest. You can see I've got my camera set up, which just about fits height-wise. The headroom's actually quite good, but knee room is a bit lacking in the back. But what I can say is the seats are pretty comfy, to be fair. So
what about suspension, Adam? Talk about how does it feel comfort-wise?
Suspension-wise, I would say it's pretty good. Like, if we go over any bumps, I can't really feel it too aggressively. It seems to be quite smooth, so I'm happy in the back.
Wicked. All right. I think. So that has been our episode with Martin on the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, and it has been bene, molto bene. This Italian performance saloon is incredible. So much fun. So if you love this car and you want to be a little bit different, you want to be a bit alternative, maybe a step away from the German manufacturers isn't so bad, because this is incredible. It's gorgeous. You've seen the interior, you've seen the exterior. You can see why Martin has bought this car. It's incredible. You've seen on. So my first question is Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio or a BMW M3. Adam, what would you have?
I'm gonna say, now I think this is quite a sane thing to say, but by Ollie's reaction,
An insane thing or sane?
insane.
Okay.
Because I would prefer the Alfa. What would you prefer?
So you're saying Alfa from a BMW lover sitting in the BMW M2, for anyone that doesn't know. So literally just cacking on the BMW boys at the moment.
Cacking?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to say like, I don't want to swear, we'll get told off by YouTube. You get 3 strikes, you're gone, mate.
Really?
Yeah, so that's what, you know, I'm trying to be mature. I would say it depends, because I really, the BMW M3 in the Isle of Man green looks really nice. So
Just cut to the point.
I haven't, okay, the point is, I haven't had a go in the BMW M3. I have had a go in the Alfa Giulia. So I'm going to go Alfa Giulia Quadrifoglio.
Ah, you've gone to the Alfa as well.
Yeah, that's not Italian.
What's not Italian?
That voice you just did.
I wasn't trying to be
I
Italian.
thought he was trying to go, you're like the Giulietta. Like, I'm having a bit. It was brilliant though. It just sounds good.
I didn't have a drive of it, but you did. So tell me about that.
Really good. It's very interesting how easy I think it's because of the tyres he's got on it and it's cold. It's very easy how the back comes out. Like Martin's words, you're not a real petrol head until you own an Alfa Romeo. So now he can tick that box. Let me know if you agree with that statement.
Have you ever owned one?
Have I, mate? You kidding me?
What?
Have I ever owned an Alfa Romeo? Don't need to own one, mate.
Yeah, so you haven't.
Yeah, no. What are you on about?
Yeah, nor have I. So obviously we're not true.
Yeah, but we've been in one today, so that's.
We have been in one. That counts.
Let's sum up then. Out of 10, I'm putting you on the spot. You gave the Audi TT RS a 7.5. No, you gave it a 7.5 out of 10 that day.
Yeah.
We haven't had an M3 yet to play in, so if anyone knows anyone and wants us to have a go in it so we can compare and come on our episode, let us know.
Good.
Comments below.
Yeah.
And the Alfa Romeo Giulia out of 10 for Adam would be?
I would give it a 9.
9's good. A 9's really good.
Yeah.
It's really hard to score, isn't it? Because when you're in your head, I'm thinking you got to like put everything up. But do you know what? I'm gonna.
Just look at what boobs.
I didn't know if you put on a bit of weight or.
It feels like I've got a bit of breast going on.
It looks good though. Do you
hang on.
prefer that or the Dickies coat?
What? Either really. I like a puffer.
I know you do. Right, so I'm actually gonna go a little bit higher, and I'm gonna go 9.2.
9.2?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 9.2.
Really? That's like the most you've scored anything.
Well, no, I did like that TT RS. I called that 9.5, but then no, it was
How?
because I've got. Thing is, you don't understand. I've got a lot of nostalgia with the TT.
Infinitely better car.
I've got a lot of nostalgia with it. All right, TT stands for a
I
lot.
don't care about your nostalgia.
Well, you will hear about it. What would you like to do? Would you like to wrap it up?
Yeah, I've switched off a bit. To be honest.
Yeah, all right. Let's wrap it up. If you're still with us,
While he just talks and talks, I'm like, yeah.
If you're still with us-
wonders.
if you're still with us, right, third time lucky, then thanks for staying around. Throw us a like by this point, because by damn it, we deserve it. And then
What are you doing tonight? You gonna get another curry?
not tonight, not tonight, not. Oh God, not after what I done in McDonald's toilet. No,
Too much.
too much, right. Right, we'll edit that bit out, or we'll leave it in. Anyway, comment down below what you thought of the car. Get yourself subbed. We've got loads of content, and we'll see you on the next one.
On the next one.